on St. Lucie. I'm Carrie Padrick, your host, and today we are going to be discussing a very exciting initiative that is sweeping the nation. It is Lights On After School. This is an initiative to call attention to the positive benefits of after-school programs and opportunities. St. Lucie Public Schools appreciates everything that our after-school programs do for our students, and we too are on board with this initiative for Lights On After School. Today, joining me, we have two movers and shakers for St. Lucie Public Schools 21st Century After School program, Mrs. Kimberly Roberts and Mr. Terrence Platt. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
I am so happy to have you here because you have generated tremendous enthusiasm and awareness already about this event that is taking place on October the 22nd in St. Lucie County. So let's jump right in because you've already been working with after-school programs for St. Lucie Public Schools. So let's just start there with a little bit of background. You are both program managers for 21st Century. Tell our audience what 21st Century is and the benefits of that program for our students.
Well, the 21st Century grant is a competitive, federally funded grant. The grant is awarded on a 5-year period with a continuation application at the end of each year. In October 2014, St. Lucie County Public Schools was awarded the two grants, the STEAM grant, which Kimberly manages, and the Explorer grant, which I manage.
STEAM grant. Give me a little bit more detail on what STEAM grant is.
The STEAM is the title of the grant because they're two separate grants. She has the elementary component.
Okay.
Her grant has 4 elementary schools. My grant has 2 K-8 schools and 1 middle school.
All right, so this benefits students from grades K all the way up through 8.
Correct.
All righty. And just a curiosity of mine, because we do hear so much about STEAM and STEM in St. Lucie County. Your STEAM initiative, is that associated with science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and the arts, or is it just a similar name?
Just a similar name.
Okay, all right. We have to kind of get clear on all of these acronyms that we use in education. Very good. So you mentioned the schools that you serve. Now, it is a competitive grant, so our grant for this period ends when?
It will be the summer of 2019.
Okay, and the summer of 2019 gives us a few years to benefit from it, and then of course we will be reapplying, correct?
Of course.
All righty. All right. I've noticed over the last couple of months, as you've shared information on Lights On After School, that your advocacy for the benefits of after-school programming is really coming through. You're so passionate about what this can do and bringing awareness to our community. Kind of tell me, first, how did you hear about Lights On After School, and what made you so excited about bringing this to St. Lucie County?
Well, doing some research on how to maybe work with other programs in our community, make it a stronger program, the 21st Century After School. I came across After School Alliance, and they are an organization that supports and encourages structured after-school programs for children. And they advertise Lights On After School. So my next thought was, why aren't we doing that? So I started doing some informal surveys with some, like Children's Service Council, some of the city councils, and asking them, what do you think? Do you think this is something our community could use to spotlight? Could we make this happen on a zero budget?
On a zero budget, yes.
To make this a community event and bring awareness, because I'm not sure that our parents know what's out there. And I think parents assume everything has a charge. And I'm not saying that there aren't fees, but there's a lot of free stuff for our kids that's positive and structured. And so I came back to Terry and I said, you're coming along with me on this ride. We're going to make this happen in our district, and we're going to use the community to help us bring a spotlight to these programs. And we're going to also use this to help with the 21st century sustainability, which is a part of our grant.
Well, I know that moving forward with this is quite an undertaking, and you've mentioned a couple of partnerships. And as a school district, we are so appreciative of the partnerships that we have with our community members, because it does truly take a village to raise a child, and all of us have something we can offer. So as you have been valiantly spreading the word, tell me who is excited about partnering with you, because I know you've met with a lot of enthusiasm.
We have the Police Athletic League. We have the City of Fort Pierce, and also the City of Port St. Lucie.
Okay. And there have also been some proclamations. I do believe you all have been present at the Port St. Lucie City Commission and the Fort Pierce Council?
Not Port St. Lucie
Okay.
yet, but we were at City of Fort Pierce on, what was it, Monday?
Yes.
Monday,
All
this
right.
past Monday, yes.
And the mayor was awesome. The city
Yes.
council of Fort Pierce was amazing.
Yes.
They were very complimentary and very supportive of this new initiative that we're going to hopefully continue in the future and make it a bigger and stronger message.
Well, I think that we all want what's best for our students, and of course, in St. Lucie Public Schools, that's what we're here for, is to help prepare our students for college and career readiness, and our members of the community are looking forward to our students graduating and being positive in the area of economic development, because that's how our community thrives, and that's how we grow in a very positive way. So we've got our civic and our governmental agencies supporting this. What are some of the vendors that you have who are coming to the table for support?
We have local churches that are participating. They're going to advertise their tutoring programs that they have. We have a dance group that's going to participate. What else do we have?
We have some of our schools are going to come in and spotlight their after-school programs of St. Lucie County. There's cheerleaders, the ROTC. We're trying to get them to come in and kick our expos off at each site so people can see what our high schools offer, what our middle schools offers, and then our elementary schools that can or have after-school programs will spotlight what they offer to the parents in the community. We also have sports organizations. We have private lessons. If you offer private lessons, we have that to spotlight, because again, hopefully, if you're giving a private lesson, you're impacting a child's life in a very positive way. You're building their endurance or their strength or even their confidence to be a better person while you're giving them that lesson. We have Home Depot coming in because they offer programs. Taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Yep.
Okay.
So anything that is a program that's structured, that's positive, that's what we want.
I know that whenever I was speaking with you originally, you brought something to mind that, it seems like it should just come to mind naturally, but we talk about Spotlight After School. Really what you're talking about is any program or activity that takes place outside of an academic day, meaning it could be before school, it could be after school, it could be the weekend. And as you were running through that list of vendors or organizations that are going to be there, we do have a lot of community-based athletic programs that their time to shine is on Saturdays, and sometimes they travel from area to area. But there's so much, and it gives students a chance to explore their talents and their gifts and apply many of the things that they are learning in their academic classrooms as well. You mentioned a dance group, so will there be demonstrations during this event as well for people who come?
Yes, there will.
All right.
Club Pure will be the one that's they're going to put on a performance. She mentioned Home Depot. They're going to come and they're going to demonstrate some things that kids are able to do during the whatever the projects that they have that they can develop through Home Depot. We have the cheerleading. Fort Pierce Central is going to cheer, put on a performance there. The Avenue D Boys Choir, they're going to perform.
They will be performing.
They will be performing.
Great,
yes.
fantastic.
Those are primarily in the Fort Pierce site. Port St. Lucie site will be.
We have a dance group. We have Taekwondo. They're going to put on a performance. We have Southern Oaks Middle School. Their band is going to come and put on a performance. We have,
Northport's band.
Yep, Northport's band is coming. So we have a variety of performances by students. We feel like the best way to explain to our community how the impact that this makes is by the students actually showing what they have learned in the program or activity. It's that affirmation that we are looking for, and we can't get it any more than from our own students.
And there's no better way than from peer to peer to explain and to share what someone has, gotten out of participating in an event that really helps generate excitement.
Right.
It does.
You mentioned something just a moment ago. You said at the site in Fort Pierce. Now, St. Lucie County is a vast area. So do we have more than one site where this will be taking place?
Yes, we do.
Where will that be?
In Fort Pierce, it's going to be held at the PAL Center, which is the Police Athletic League behind TD Bank.
So some people may refer to that as the old YMCA.
The old YMCA,
Okay.
correct, yes. And in Port St. Lucie, it will be at the Community Center. They're on the corner of Aroso and Port St. Lucie Boulevard.
All right, so we have the PAL Center in Fort Pierce and the Port St. Lucie Community Center, not to be confused with the Civic Center.
Yes.
Correct.
Civic Center's on US 1,
One.
the Community Center is on Arosa.
Right.
And what time will this be?
4 to 7:30.
4 to 7:30. So is there
And-
is it
and-
scheduled or can people come at any time?
They can come at any time. We would hope that they would come throughout the duration of the program because we have different, like we said, we have different activities and things that are going on. We're also going to have door prizes. So we want everyone to come out and participate in that.
All right, very good. And door prizes, those will be given away throughout the event?
Throughout, we have, what are we doing? Every 15 minutes is what we're trying to do.
To try.
And we're going to have a grand finale prize at the end. And that's going to be a laptop computer. And that's at both sites.
Wow.
Yes.
That is amazing. And I am sure that that is through the generous contribution of one of our partners.
Yes, it is.
Sam's Club. Sam's
Outstanding.
Club, yes.
Well, thank you to Sam's Club. And of course, I'm sure there's many, many more opportunities for people to continue to provide resources. And that's something that our schools and our programs need so much of. Many, many times there are grand ideas, opportunities to do things for students. And we operate on such a limited budget for most of our programs. And this is where partnerships from businesses and community members can really support. So if someone's listening today and it sparks an idea for, gee, I'd really like to get involved, or how can I help, what would you say to them?
I would ask that they would come, if it's not to the St. Lucie County Schools, to any program that they have passion about, to see what they can offer that program. Whether it's support, money or funds, or support in terms of being there, being a mentor. Maybe paying the dues for a student who would like to attend but is unable to because of money. Show your support. This is our community. This is an investment that will last a lifetime. It's not about what the effects is today. It's the effects of the future. So I would ask anyone to please reach out and help our youth. There's not a better investment.
And if someone is so inclined, could you share a number and contact information of where they could reach the two of you?
Sure. They can contact Kimberly at 772-429-3957, or they can contact me at 772-429-3617.
Very good. And one of the things I know that is very much an impact piece is when people can really take a closer look and see what's happening in St. Lucie Public Schools. And we have opportunities for people to come and really see what our students are doing. Many, many times groups want to participate and become a volunteer. We have opportunities through our volunteer support services for people to register, sign a volunteer form, go through the training, because we do want to make certain that our children are always safe and secure, and at the same time we welcome that type of support into our schools. So if someone is interested in volunteering at our schools and perhaps being a support that way, simply calling 429-3600 and we would direct them to our volunteer coordinator, who is Miss Martha Underwood. A lot of collaborative efforts going on for our children.
Yes.
All right. Well, we know that our children are going to be showcased. Our vendors and organizations are going to have an opportunity to share information with parents, with students, and with other community members at this event. It is going to be set up in an expo style, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
All right, so when people go there, they'll expect to see tables and displays set up, as well as student presentations
And performances.
and giveaways, door prizes, and the grand prize of,
Laptop.
and you have to be present to win,
No, you don't have to be present to win the laptop,
okay?
but you have to. There is a certain. You have to do a few steps to be in the drawing for the laptop.
Okay.
But the drawings, the giveaways for like every 15 minutes or so, those you do have to be present for.
Okay, very good. Well, it sounds like a very, very exciting venture is on the horizon for St. Lucie Public Schools. More importantly, for all of our students, for our parents, and our community members, because this is a national effort on October 22nd, but we are making it personal by bringing it home, and not just home, but we have 2 sites. A lot of coordination on your point to make sure that we've got Fort Pierce's PALS site manned with all the people to share the great things going on, and Port St. Lucie Community Center manned as well, and of course coordinating our student activities. So kudos to both of you for everything that you have done and are continuing to do to get the word out about this terrific event in St. Lucie County. If you had any closing comments to share, to just really push home the value of our after-school programs, I'm going to ask that you please think about that and share that with our audience now.
One of the things that I have that's kind of resonated with me was when I read this statistic. 10.2 million of our youth are in after-school programs, which is more than ever before. However, out of every 1 child that's in a program, there's still 2 that needs a program, that needs to be in some kind of structured program to improve their quality of life or to bring value to their life. So we would ask that the community would step up and really recognize that this spotlighting after-school programs is so essential to our students, to our community, and to their futures. And so we would hope that if you are a business leader or a community individual, you would step forward and help our youth in something that you're passionate about. Because if they see your passion, they get excited.
That's outstanding. And for our parents and our caregivers that are yearning to find an opportunity for their students, and perhaps transportation is an issue or time, there are ways in which we can even combat those hurdles. There is a public transit system in our community. There are opportunities that parents pool together their resources and carpool, that's something that our parents work out individually, but there are many, many ways in which we can overcome some of the hurdles for students participating, because the end result is a very, very positive benefit. And we have 40,000 students in our St. Lucie Public Schools, and the statistic you just mentioned leaves many, many children who are still looking for opportunities or have a need for an opportunity to explore, exercise a talent, and collaborate with others as far as applying what it is that they know to become a more well-rounded citizen.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Well, I thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
And continue this wonderful, wonderful effort that you are sharing in order to make sure that we are spotlighting the value of our programs and providing people with opportunities to expand programs for the sake of St. Lucie County as a community at large, because the more we do for our children, the better off we will be as a community.
Definitely. I agree.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And for our viewing audience, I share with you the fact that there's so much going on in St. Lucie Public Schools, and we invite you to take a closer look. How can you do that? Log on to our website, We have regular updates on our homepage. Explore community outreach opportunities through our Facebook page. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We're also visible on LinkedIn as well. Social media is a way for you to stay up to date, and in tune with what is going on in your St. Lucie Public Schools.